Hey guys, welcome back. Now, when it comes to analysis, we have two main types: fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is everything going on in the world and everything going on with the actual investment, and technical analysis says that everything you need to know can be found on the price chart, like this. And you may have seen something like this, where you have oscillators and you have supports and resistance and triangles and wedges and Fibonacci retracements. And for me, when it comes to how actually useful they are, I have found it to be about 80% for fundamental analysis and only 20% for technical analysis. Why would I give only 20% to technical analysis? Well, think about it. If technical analysis could regularly predict the future, then the Forbes billionaires rich list would be full of technical traders. And it isn't. Technical analysis is great for looking at the past and seeing patterns, but there is still no way of consistently predicting the future. And this is why you will see me mostly talking about fundamentals on this channel. So with that being said, in this video we'll be looking at keeping an eye on the big picture for Ethereum. Why I think Ethereum is one of the best risk-reward opportunities still in 2021, the 5 reasons why, and these are the fundamentals, and then finish with a warning to investors as one of the technical indicators is flashing red. As always, if you do find anything useful in the video, drop a like, always appreciated. Now, this is going to be why I am so bullish on Ethereum. So we're going to be covering all the positives. So I'm well aware this isn't going to be a balanced review, but it isn't designed to be. Next week, I will play devil's advocate and I'll cover all of the risks with Ethereum. So look out for that. Okay, so we all recently experienced one of the biggest crashes in crypto history. The markets really have been shaken up and there is a lot of fear, uncertainty and doubt right now. So it's really important that we keep an eye on the big picture. Ready? Let's do this. So here we have the Ethereum price chart, and this is year to date, so 2021, and you can see it's had consistent growth. This is where it peaked out. We had this huge crash, and this is what we need to remember. Even after this huge crash, Ethereum is still up around 278%. And just to put this in perspective, the S&P 500 has done around 13%. And this is after a big crash. So let's always keep things in perspective and remember Ethereum is crushing it this year. One of the best risk-reward opportunities for 2021. So here is the risk curve, and this is the potential reward we could get or return on investment, and this is how much risk we're prepared to take. And where you sit on the risk curve depends on a few things: your personal situation, things like what's going on in your life, your income levels, the size of your portfolio, the risk tolerance, your objectives, your financial knowledge, and your opinion and biases. Now, when it comes to crypto, the safest one is going to be Bitcoin, so let's place it around here, and you could be getting 100%, 200% per year on Bitcoin and taking a moderate amount of risk. Then you have something like Ethereum, and Ethereum's been getting 200, 300, 400% per year, and it's debatable these days whether Ethereum is lower risk than Bitcoin. Then we move down to other top 10 coins. They are higher risk, but you could be getting a higher potential reward. If you were to go all in on a single meme coin, yes, you could get 1,000% return, but you're taking a huge amount of risk. But there are now over 10,000 cryptos out there, and yes, some of them might give you a 10,000% return, but you'd be taking a huge amount of risk. So why do I think Ethereum is the best risk-reward opportunity for 2021? Well, let's take a look. This is the 5 reasons why Ethereum is one of the best risk-reward opportunities for 2021. These are the fundamentals. Number 1, the developers. So this is all the stuff going on behind the scenes. If you were to look at a building site building a skyscraper, would you want to see 1,000 people building it or only 10 people building it? So here is what is going on with developers. So this is the monthly active developers for the protocols, and these are the most popular protocols. So we can see Bitcoin here has been going the longest, and this is our benchmark. And we have Polkadot, we have Cardano in there, Cosmos, but just look at the first mover advantage for Ethereum. Where Bitcoin and others only have a few hundred developers, Ethereum has got thousands of developers. Number 2, actual use cases. So you probably know by now that DeFi is rocking it, and at the peak this year, there was 164 billion of total value locked. Yes, we had the crash, and it's pulled back to about 121 billion, but still, this is huge. Then we have NFTs. NFT surges 2,100% to $2 billion in Q1 sales. And no, this isn't 2,000% increase from last year. This is a 2,000% increase from the quarter before it. So huge billion-dollar use cases for Ethereum. Number 3 is what is coming soon. So in July, we have a couple of exciting developments. The biggest pain points for Ethereum has been high gas fees and not being able to process many transactions per second. So coming in July, we have EIP 1559, and this brings 2 improvements. The first one is a user experience improvement. So instead of choosing a low gas fee, medium and high, there will just be one base fee. And the second, and even more important, is it's going to be reducing the supply. The base fee is going to be burnt. And the reason that gold and Bitcoin is so valuable is because of the limited supply. And from July, Ethereum is going to begin reducing its supply. And the second is optimistic rollups coming soon from Optimism. And here is a test that they did. So instead of paying $10, $20, $50 for an Ethereum transaction, it's now going to be going down to like $1.50. So much cheaper gas fees. And also, this was a test that was done by Uniswap. So not only is the gas fee coming down between 10 and 100 times, the transaction confirmation times were coming down to milliseconds. And if all that isn't exciting enough, we have Ethereum 2.0. And this also could be launching this year. So the current proof of work system can do about 15 transactions per second. And just to give you some context, the competition like Visa and MasterCard, they can do about 24,000 transactions per second. And when Ethereum 2.0 launches with proof of stake, this will be going up to 100,000 transactions per second. And to finish, number 5, it's what's going on with institutions. We have the news that Goldman Sachs sees Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin and calling it the Amazon of information. And Goldman Sachs have recently published a white paper all about crypto. So what I'll do is just highlight some of the key points. A blockchain platform like Ethereum could potentially become a larger market for vendors of trusted information, like Amazon is for consumer goods today. We therefore see a high likelihood that Bitcoin will eventually lose its crown as the dominant digital store of value to other crypto with greater practical use and technological agility. Ether looks like the most likely candidate today to overtake Bitcoin, but the outcome is far from certain. Again, Ether looks like the most likely candidate today to overtake Bitcoin. And Goldman Sachs' conclusion, Ethereum is the platform that solves economic problems here and now, while Bitcoin is a solution looking for a problem. And it's also why 2 weeks ago, JP Morgan also laid out a bullish case for Ether. So this isn't Goldman Sachs, this is also JP Morgan laying out the case for Ethereum. And they gave 6 great points: that the European Investment Bank was using Ethereum, that the first Ethereum ETF was launched, that the EIP 1559 is coming soon, which makes it deflationary. With Ethereum 2.0 coming, this has huge benefits on ESG, the environment, the huge growth in NFTs, and with the rise in bond yields, this is putting downward pressure on Bitcoin. So the fundamentals for Ethereum are unlike any other investment out there, which is why the potential upside when compared to the downside is unlike anything else too. Yes, there are going to be some other coins, other tokens that outperform Ethereum for sure, but these are going to be coming with a lot more risk. Okay, so there's clearly a lot of upside potential for investors, but I do want to finish with a potential warning for investors. This mid-cycle bear market may not be over, and we could see another big leg down. So it's important that we keep our heads screwed on and always prepare for a worst case scenario. Take a look. And to finish up, putting on my technical analysis hat, what are we looking at? So this is the Bitcoin price. And here you see the last bull market in 2018. We had the crash for a couple of years. We had this huge run up in 2021 and the huge crash that we've just gone through. The red line is the 200-day moving average. And why do I look at this? Well, one of the most successful traders in the world is Paul Tudor Jones. And the 200-day moving average is one of his favorite indicators. And as Bitcoin broke through, you can see this was the start of a huge bull market. When it broke through to the downside, you can see we had this big drop that lasted almost a year. It then broke through again and we had this big run up. It broke through again and we had this downtrend. Now you can see here, it did break out to the upside. And if you would have gone all in, you would have lost a lot of money, as it did then break down to the downside. And this is why we should never rely on technical analysis, because it's not always correct. However, the breakthrough here did then lead to this huge massive run up. Now, unfortunately, it has broken to the downside again. And a lot of technical traders are saying that Bitcoin could retrace to its previous all-time high, which is around the $20,000 mark. So we could see it going sideways for a while before we have another big crash down. Again, this isn't guaranteed, but something to be made aware of. So, to sum up, let's keep the big picture in mind. Even with this big crash, Ethereum is still up around 278% this year. The fundamentals for Ethereum are unlike anything I've seen before, and this is why I think it's one of the best risk-reward opportunities for 2021. However, it's important to keep our head out of fairyland and understand there could be another big leg down. So it's always wise to plan for both directions. For me, I will personally be backing up the truck if we see another big leg down from here. And if we begin building onwards and upwards from here, then all is good. And the only problem I will have is wishing I had bought more during the dip. I personally don't think this bull market is over, as there's simply too many positive developments going on right now. For example, did you see this? Apple getting into crypto? Holy smokes. Hold on to your hats when that happens. So there you are, guys. Hope you found this useful. If you did, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then click below and join us. I do have some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.